Yuta ate Yuji's finger. I'm seeing a lot of confusion in the community right now because they actually revealed in the latest chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen that Sukuna has one more finger. But didn't Yuta say that Rika ate the last finger, that way he could use, cleave, and dismantle? Yeah, he was lying. Because in the same chapter, it was revealed that these were indeed gauntlets for Yuji. They were not his actual arms. So it wasn't a transformation due to him consuming his brothers, but instead just a cursed tool. And after it broke, it revealed that Yuji was missing both his ring finger and his pinky finger. Now we know why he'd be missing his pinky finger, because Sukuna ripped it off in order to take over Megami's body by putting all of his soul into that one finger and shoving it down his mouth. And this was before Yuji learned reverse curse technique, so I'm just going to assume that if enough time has passed and you don't use RCT, you can't heal it. Well, how does this coincide with Sukuna's finger? Well, as we know and stated by Gojo, Sukuna's curse technique was going to be engraved into Yuji's soul with time. And even though we never actually saw Yuji use cleave and dismantle until later into the fight, that doesn't mean it wasn't still engraved into his soul prior to that. Which means Yuta could have very well eaten the ring finger of Yuji to learn cleave and dismantle rather than Sukuna's finger. And that is how Rika would have attained cleave and dismantle for Yuta, and that means Yuta was lying about eating Sukuna's last finger. Which would of course explain why exactly Sukuna has one finger left. Now for the record, this is all obviously conjecture. Until the next chapter gets any of this confirmed, we won't know for sure. But I see this as a high possibility to be actually true. And the last thing, of course, is this could be purely a metaphorical showcase. What I mean by that is maybe Sukuna is sensing the last finger within Yuji because Yuji is about to do something immense, maybe using Sukuna's powers to do it. And so that strung up finger inside of that room with the spiral staircase could just be the innate domain or the internal workings of Yuji's soul. Which would of course make sense because Yuji was born using one of Sukuna's fingers. Now the biggest downside to that theory is why didn't Sukuna just take that last finger with him whenever he transferred his body over to Megami? It's possible that he just couldn't reach it because it was too deep into his soul because he was born with it, or maybe he didn't know about it until afterwards. But regardless, that's the one flaw within that theory. But if it's true and this is actually Sukuna's last finger, then yes. For all those wondering, that could heavily hint back to Nobara's return. But this was an absolutely amazing chapter. That's my theory about the last finger. Let me know what you guys think.